Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Hello. Well, I hope everyone is doing okay. You know, it's still not hot here. Today was so pleasant. I thought, wow, this is like heaven. Okay, this video is changing your lifestyle to get in shape and save money. Because I think that's what we need to do right now. So I mentioned to you guys that I joined Choose Gym, and I've been going pretty faithfully. But if any of you have ever been on diets, you go, okay, I'm going to go on a diet today, or I'm going to shape up today. You know what happens? It's like subconsciously, you know, torture. So you just start gobbling everything in sight. So that's kind of what I did. So, oh, rats. So I said, okay, just right now, just concentrate. I'm separating the eggs from the egg yolk, and I will just freeze the egg. I'm going to eat the egg whites. I have a butterball in here. Just one. That's like a half a tablespoon. So I said, okay, because it was terrible. And I said, okay, for now, just concentrate on going to the gym. Nothing crazy, just going to the gym to like try to control myself. So it's been about 6 months, and I really haven't lost much weight at all. But I thought that is okay because muscle weighs more than fat. And now you can start shaping up a little bit. And the bodybuilders told me keep track of your weight. And so as long as it's going down a little bit at a time, you're going to be fine. So I thought, okay, instead of going, I'm going to shape up, say, okay, I am going to try and lose 5 pounds. Not all the excess weight I gained over the last, since I retired, just 5 pounds. And don't kill yourself doing that. So I've been trying to come up with a lunch I like. And I don't like really big lunches because then that wrecks my dinner. It messes me up bad. You guys saw that on the videos. And then I will just freeze these. I got these big eggs at the food pantry. So, okay, so the goal is lose weight and save money. So, I came up with a lunch that I think is going to work for me. I have some shelf-stable milk. I better make sure this is okay because I have been drinking the milk I got at the food pantry. So I'll just put a little milk in here. So what I want to make is some scrambled egg whites. So this has been working really good, and I've been having bacon bits and some bread, but that made me so full that it messed my dinner up very, very badly. So I think I have, you know, that by Jove, I think I've got it. Okay, I will put, so the eggs are my protein. I have chicken in the refrigerator. Today was chicken day at Ralph's. Oh, the comments are good. And someone said, Rhoda, all the food, your pizza and your canned food is processed food. And that is true. I'm not trying to do away with processed food. All I'm trying to do is make sure I get enough protein and good food like I have eaten all my life because I've been pretty healthy so I can survive. This guy said to me, how are you doing? I said, I'm doing good. He goes, don't you, This is the gym. Don't you love it? Don't you find it addictive? And I told him, honestly, I have to force myself. But maybe that's going to come in time because he's been going a lot longer than I have. But I know that I have to exercise and get some muscle mass to counteract old age. I mean, I know that. So, okay, here's what I have now. So, today I bought some food. I bought some corn. I want to show you in case, you know, any of you are from another country. If you are, welcome to the channel. And then this is some black beans. So what this is one-third can of each, because that's a portion size. Because I don't want a giant meal. I rinsed the beans and I drained the corn. So I'm going to put these in my bowl. You could use chicken if you have chicken like I do. You could use frozen corn. Oh, the comments were good. It was about the fruit and vegetables. Okay, so here's what I have so far. The fruit and vegetables are getting expensive. And sometimes you can't actually find good quality fruit and vegetables because there just isn't any. At least out here is that way. So, case in point, no Walmart. Walmart had no avocados, the one I went to, because some of them are kind of like, what do you call it? They're like, they're not the grocery store. Oh no, I'm wrecking my straw. Oh, that's not good. So, so I have black beans, I have corn, and then I'm going to put the egg on top of it. So another thing is, my meals cannot take me a long time. So far I haven't found the meal prepping to work out. So this could be the chicken, this could be a can of anything, so here it is. So I'm going to put some salsa on top. This is Walmart salsa, quite a bit. So I think one thing that could really help is more, what do you want to call it, flavorful type food. So you could stop right here. And these cans, the black beans were 94 cents, so that'd be 32 cents. And the corn is to about 23 cents. And then the eggs were free because I got them at the food pantry. And I am going to be going to the food pantry. Now this is not very many ounces. They say this is 8 servings. But I think this looks like about 5 servings. It could be less, depends. And these have a long, these are July 18th, 2024. Oh yeah, great shelf life. 3 days. But it, you know, and you can't see. So I am just going to put some on the top. So that, you can freeze this stuff too if you want to. So, so what's going on here is I have protein in the egg, and if you're a vegetarian, your beans and your guacamole would be protein, and then corn. It could be frozen corn. Okay, I wanted to mention, I was reading the comments, and I didn't explain this very well. I'm studying life extension, and they say they have one of the few correlations between long life is people and animals. I mean plants. So plants have the exact opposite respiration than us. So I think that makes sense. And I think the chemical is phenols. So what they may be planning on doing is selling this chemical like in capsules. You know, have you guys seen those people and they take the capsules instead of eating fruit, sort of like that? So what I'm doing is I'm trying to grow food and eat it no more than 40 minutes after I harvest it, but I have to harvest it before the pets in my backyard harvest it. So here it is. So okay, so I won't be starving, I'll be fine. So that is more than enough food. The beans can count for a carb or a protein. Any combination, it's a little bowl of food and nothing exceeds the serving size. Now I want to make a little fruit cup. So just a small one. I didn't take out a little bowl. Look how big my roses are. I bought these at Grocery Outlet for $8.99. I have in my new cup some strawberry green tea. Okay, so now for the fruit dessert. As long as you get 1 or 2 fruits, tonight I'm going to have to make more yogurt because I've been making a bunch of smoothies. So if you'll notice, again, I don't want to, wow, that's not a very clean bowl. I don't want to exceed the serving sizes. That's one of the things that causes weight gain. So I'm not going to measure everything exact. Most yogurts are about 6 ounces or 3/4 cups, and some are less. But if you make your own yogurt, you can really, you know, just eat it at will. So that's about, I think I'm just going to eat all the yogurt I have left because I don't have very much left. There's a little whey in there too. I'll drink that. I could use it in cooking. Oh, I messed up my bread. Okay, I gave you guys the bread recipe, and I forgot to tell you that afterwards I added whey to create the soft dough. Let me give you the recipe. Okay, where's that recipe? 3 1/2 cups flour, but I made half a batch. 2 teaspoons yeast. I use the whole amount of yeast. 1/2 cup warm water. I put hot because I heat it and then I cool it. And then I used a whole 1/2 cup with the 1 and, well, it'd be around 1 3/4 cup flour. So I used the whole amount of hot water. So I had hot water and I put 1 teaspoon sugar because your yeast is going to rise better. I got it to a warm temperature, like a warm bath, or you can check it to 100 with your thermometer. And I added 1/2 teaspoon salt to the flour. So what I do is I pour the, I make a well and pour it in the middle, and then I stir my flour around, and it should be like a really soft dough, but there wasn't enough. So I heated my whey to warm, not too hot, and then I just poured it on the spots that weren't a soft dough, and then I mixed it up into a ball of dough, and I turned it out on a board, and I kneaded it, and then I put a little bit of olive oil on my dough, and then I just made 4 pieces of bread, and I rose them one time. I think I have my bread in here. I like to have bread around at all times. Yeah, here they are. This is the best bread I mentioned to you. Here it is. These are the most like the ones my grandmother used to make, so I'm super happy. But I wanted to tell you guys that I used a little bit more liquid. You can use milk, you can use buttermilk, whatever, you can use whey. You can just use water. So this is a good one to know in case we fall on hard times. That's why we're stockpiling. That's why, okay, this homemade, this was all I had left. So now I have some I have some bananas that I bought at Ralph's. So what I did was I located marked down fruit and vegetables at Ralph's and at Smart and Final. So for a little bowl like this, so I want to make myself a little dessert that's in the refrigerator. So when I want a snack, bad things don't happen. Already today, a bad thing happened. I polished off the Tea Party cookies. I don't know what it, oh, here they are. Because I didn't have food ready. I think about a half a banana. And probably tonight I'm gonna have to freeze the rest of the bananas. I don't eat that much fruit. But if you find the fruit marked down, eat as much as you want. So, okay. I like to make vanilla pudding, put bananas in that too. I stockpiled some Jell-O, but not, this could be blueberries. This could be mangoes. That would be good. So, then I bought this trail mix for $1.25 at Walmart. So with this, I planned on making granola. And it also has this one. I'm going to buy some more of these. It has great big chunks of mangoes or papayas. Either one's good. So I'm just going to put a little bit of fruit, not bananas, because it is bananas. So, okay, so we have some tasty dessert, which I usually eat late at night. Then tonight, I'm having chicken legs, 3 of them, and a baked potato. So I've showed you guys my potatoes a zillion times. So I'm going to be coming up with, here's my Versace perfume. I told my son to get me a little bottle. But then, I was kind of secretly happy when I got a big bottle. Okay, so here we go. Now, okay, so this could be chicken. That would be good. These could be chickpeas. Though any kind of canned beans, I would rinse them. Okay, so back to the life extension. So I know I have to eat less. I can't eat these huge quantities of food at my age. But this is not too much. It is, moderate, and I'm not going to be starving. Okay, so now poor people spend 75% of their money on food, transportation, rent, utilities, and cell phones. So this doesn't require much cooking, so that is good. And so to counteract these expenses, we can go to the food pantry. I'm not going this week because I have something to do, but in the one I go to, you can either accept or decline anything they have. Okay, so now think about a garden. That's really going to help. Food storage, that's really going to help save money. Preservation, I'm working on that one, and pantry. And then for cheap meat, which I stock my freezer full of this. Bacon, I bought 6. Sausages, you saw those. Sausage links. Bologna, I have bologna and cheese in the freezer at all times. Bologna and cheese sandwiches are good. Sardines, someone said they don't like them. Most people really don't like them. The only reason I think they're a good thing to stockpile is if you know the sticky rice recipe. I always used to eat just rice with milk and sugar. But if you boil your rice down and then you add coconut milk and sugar with some papayas or mangoes and you have some sardines, that really helps. They've fallen out of favor. Potted meat, I just make like a ham sandwich with mayonnaise, mustard, potted meat. I used to drive all the way to Las Vegas and make a beeline right for this casino that gave us platters full of potted meat so we didn't have to stop gambling. And so those are some cheap meats. Okay, now keep stacking. Thanks for mentioning don't get your book so close to the fire. So, okay, I'm going to continue stockpiling up a little bit. But I've been going through the stockpile. So what I did is I only stockpiled stuff that I need. So I got 2 cans of black beans because I only had 1 or 2 cans left, and 2 cans of corn. So when I stockpile, I usually go for 2 cans. And those are about enough for a week. So I will have enough of this. I can eat it for the next 3 days. And then I bought 2 cans of pork and beans. And what's good about these is you can just cut up hot dogs. That's another thing I bought a lot. And I bought them at Ralph's for $1.25, the turkey ones. You can just make baked beans or just cut them up and put them in your pork and beans. And then pork and beans are good. I just heat them like a little bowl of beans, and I have eggs and toast. I put my pork and beans on my toast, and it's really good with cold fruit. And then, oh, here's the strawberry green tea. Okay, so now I bought another. Turns out, okay, so you know there's raisins, there's I showed you the dry fruit. I think this is probably the best deal out there from Walmart. And you get yourself some tropical fruit. This is enough for 25 servings. Okay, the $10 bags were 30 servings, but these tropical fruits are really good. I probably am gonna buy them like this. It is potato chips, papayas, raisins, dry pineapple, dry cranberries, golden raisins with, cashews and nuts. This fruit is sweetened. So if that's a problem, if you're eating your fruit in like a small quantity, a little bit of sweetened fruit. So that's what I bought today because I want to make sure that I don't run out of food. So now I want to talk about 10 foods to stockpile. Number 1 is bread. Remember the lady with the rice and the bread? I go, yeah, that's what you want to do. This could be rice with beans and chicken, or even sausages. It could be potatoes with gravy. Okay, so for bread, fry bread, biscuits, and yeast bread. So the thing with bread is that requires wheat. So now, okay, bread and then rice. I will put these 2 at the top of my list. With rice, you can have cooked rice with coconut milk and sugar and dry mangoes. But in my family, it was always meat with rice and gravy, or rice with milk and sugar, mainly, or rice pudding. Okay, cheese, 1 large bag or 1 large block per month, because when I went to the food pantry that time, it was a block of cheese every month. Milk, so you can make yogurt, gravy, buttermilk, and that results in whey. So what I will do is I will lurk around until I find these gallons of milk at grocery outlet, and then just freeze them right away. So with that gallon of milk, I made 2 large smoothies, which was just 1 cup milk, 3/4 cups yogurt, and let's see if I can get this out. Oh no. I'm working on the freezer. I think the best thing to do is just eat it down. I have a lot of butter, various kinds I got cheap. Okay, and then I froze several of these containers so as not to let any of my milk expire. Instant potatoes, I have about 5 pounds, so I can have potatoes and gravy. It could be bacon gravy and bread, so that's why you need You need milk, powdered milk, oatmeal, 20 pounds, tuna, nuts, so you can make nut milk, but you need some fish and some nuts. So maybe you haven't eaten any. Well, the only other thing you can do is take like the tablets. Dry fruit, could be raisins. The most important one here, I think, in a way, is canned food. So it's not for living off entirely, although I do eat a lot of canned food. But a lot of times I'm eating like eggs or chicken. I like chicken and potatoes. Okay, so canned food. Then I got a couple more because, you know, I got carried away. Root foods. Those are the next best thing to canned food, in my opinion. And then you can sprout your potatoes and grow new ones. I'll show you what happens. Olives and mushrooms, because if you were to run out of meat, or you want to stretch your meat, like a lot of times, I'm only using a hamburger patty, and I just add cheese, olives, or mushrooms, oil, and Crisco. That is very important. That is why you want bacon, so you can generate oil. God forbid. Okay, so now think about the food pantry. Milk, bread, eggs, cheese, peanut butter, oatmeal, or cereal. They didn't give us any tuna. Nuts, yes. Seeds, no. Think about those. Okay, so now what we're doing is, today I was in this place, and the man who works there and I were talking, and he goes, guess how much money I saved? A single guy, he's not making any fortune. Guess how much money I saved in 7 months? And I said, so I thought about some single guy, and I go, $7,000? And he said, just under. He said, I tortured myself. Okay, I don't torture myself because I can't stand to torture myself. I try to avoid torture. Most people can't handle it, so that was pretty impressive. So, and he said he started from zero because they had a lot of expenses. So if you don't have any money, you know, a lot of people who do things, they're trying really hard. Also, I want to mention these influencers. I was watching this video and the voice didn't match the woman in the video. I tell you for 100%. I said, most likely that is not your house. I'm not saying she didn't buy a house. She probably didn't. That is not you. Those clothes may or may not have been bought by the thrift store. That SUV may not be your Tesla, because a lot of them are just putting out a good video, and I have to admire them because the videos are good. What I try to do is, this is my real kitchen. That's obvious. Who would do a video if this wasn't their real kitchen? It's my real life. I try not to edit. It'd probably be better if I did. These cute little ornaments here were given to me for Christmas. Okay, so I wanted to mention that. Okay, now back to the standard of living. Okay, does the clothes you bought at the thrift store really affect your standard of living? Not really. Not really. Think about it. Your clothes, it's kind of, wouldn't it be better to eat better food? I used to do this when I was young. Think about cell phone. Is that really affecting your standard of living? Well, yeah, because I'm on my phone 24 hours a day, but not really. Your house, as long as your house is clean, it's the same you in it. Yeah, you're not living as comfortably as someone in a mansion, but then you don't have to pay for it either. So the food, okay, when I went to the food pantry, was that making me suffer that much? No, it wasn't making me suffer. It was raising my standard of living because I don't have to buy any food. So it was $30 worth of really good food. First of all, you'd be hard pressed to get that food for $30. So I have $50 or $60 a week. So I have my whole $50, so I could buy a little extra food but I would still have a majority of my money. So that does. And then utilities. Okay, utilities affect your standard of living when we know someone, they were in Arizona, and in the middle of the night it was 98 degrees, and he said, okay, we're going back to California. Yeah, that is affecting you. Even if you turn your air on high, the barometric pressure is entirely miserable. Sometimes I've been in hot weather, but you know, sometimes the trade-off is worth it. But that does, your location does. The utilities, you know, like, is it bothering me at all that all the rest of the lights are off, that I'm just being really cheap with my utilities? Not really. I sleep with the air on though. So we're going through, okay, transportation. I drive a Corolla, it's paid for. It gets me where I'm going. I don't have a car payment, you know. Nice cars are nice, but it's sometimes not worth it. Think about the guy I told you who saved the $7,000. He has a nice car. It's not, you know, it's paid for. Rent. Okay, now him and I were talking about this too. Remember when I lived in the awful apartment? I had this, I also worked in Point Loma, and I had this guy. He goes, I used to own a car lot across the street from where you live. He goes, I would kill myself before I would work there again. I go, well, killing yourself seems extreme. Okay, I've been out of there for a couple years, and honest to God, I kind of feel like I'd rather kill myself. I'd rather pay more than live there. So you can think about it that way too. Utilities and cell phone. Okay, I want to mention some food, and then I'm done. Grape juice. Of all the juices, I think I would almost rather go for grape juice, because 4 ounces of grape juice is going to get you by, or grapes. Molasses, that's a nice thing to have, really nice. And then Top Ramen. Okay, the thing about Top Ramen is now they're coming out with some good stuff. I'm going to stock up on some good stuff from Grocery Outlet, but you can throw some hot dogs in it, some Vienna sausages in it, some eggs in it, some butter and cheese in it, some veggies in it, you know, and you can have a pretty decent. Also, if you have like a small sandwich, I want to mention my processed food. Not trying to argue, because you're right. This is a McDonald's hamburger, and what I do is they have the deal buy 2, so if I buy an extra one, I slip it straight into the freezer. And also, you know what I do is I eat one, this is lunch, but I eat one dinner every day, like the chicken and the potatoes. So then if I start getting hungry, I might eat a couple pieces of pizza. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I eat crackers and cheese, or crackers and homemade peanut butter with soup, like small meals like that. And so let me give you a shot of the notes, because some people are visual. And so this is one of the better, this is better than egg whites with bacon and big pieces of bread, you know, for shaping up. If I can, I want to try to lose 5 pounds in 1 month. I don't think that's too drastic. I don't want to up my intensity or duration at the gym. I just want to keep it moderate so that I'll keep doing it. If any of you really want to shape up and you think I couldn't do it, consider one of these gyms like Choose Gyms, where they have like a weight circuit, and you can start out with a very small weight. Like when I first started, I would do like 3, not 3 repetitions, 3 at the very lowest weight. And now on some of the weights I lift 3 sets of 10, 65, 85, and 100. If you told me 6 months ago I could do that, I would have told you, I think you don't know what you're talking about. So, okay, you guys, little by little, and I will see you tomorrow. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.